Example on how to do it in Athene annuity illustration. So run illustration, annuity illustration center. So Athene is a company to choose when you're 45 and older. Okay. So here is someone, Ashley, is a colleague mother of mine. We're doing her annuity. She's 49. Okay. California, qualified money. Okay. Because from a company to or government 401k, 403b, that's qualified money. Qualified money means they haven't been taxed yet, right? So it's very important that you click that. Otherwise, if you run over a qualified money to a non-qualified plan, then there's tax implications, right? So if it's from a government, from work, and they still have it, you click qualified. Okay. So in Jasmine's situation, it's qualified money. Lifetime income, yes, we want lifetime income. Input premium, and then you want to put the amount. This is 50,000. Allocations. So before you do the allocations, you want to call Athene, call the company, ask them what's the best option right now. Because from month to month, year to year, it's gonna be different. Sometimes S&P's 500 is the best. Sometime a 2-year S&P 500 is the best, right? Sometimes the parables multi-asset diversified 5 index is the best. The last time I called it, these two are the best. So before you do anything, you don't need to do homework. Just call to the company. The annuity guys and gals, they'll tell you what people are doing, right? So this is from the last situation, and then we just click on that for now. And then you want to click income planning. That's the second thing you want to click. And then you want to do lifetime income, annual maximum, right? From 60, if that's when they want to draw it from, or 65, 67, up to them, right? She's 49. I think she wanted to do 60. So we can do 2 illustration, one at 60, and then one at 65 to see the difference. So action, preview illustration. And then I'll do one more at 65. Okay. So let's look at the 61 first. So you can see the difference. This one, assuming we make no money. If you make no money, you see that 25% bonus. She gave us 50,000. She can get 25% bonus regardless, right? Company made no money. Assuming the stock market is at 0, and then she'll get 2,400 for the rest of her life. That's what that looks like there. Okay. Now, assuming the 2 check marks I click, as of right now, they're giving 5.7%. So it's very important to call in, because last month, in the month of December, it was doing 6.8%, right? So it's very important before you click any check boxes to call into the company and say, hey, who's giving the best rate right now? Because right now, if we kept it, it's 5.6, so we lose almost a whole percentage, right? So here, 50,000, we gave it a 25% bonus the first year. And then every year it's going to grow for 5.7%. So right? You might be asking, well, 55,000, that's not 5%, that's 10%, right? So let's do the math. Oops. What's a calculator, right? 50,000 times 0.05, right? It's 2,500, right? How to get the 5,000? Well, it's actually 5.72, right? So it's 50,000 times 0.0572, right? 2,800, right? But we actually give them twice the amount, 57, right? So you get a not twice, 1.75. So it's 50,000 times 0.0572 times 1.75.
No, okay.
Right? So that's how they get the extra 5. So whether the rate is 5, but with the company, you get 1.75 in addition to it, right? So whatever the rate is, just add like maybe, so you really gain 8% on that 5. Okay. So almost 10%. You add 3, right? 55. So that's almost a 10% factor. So even though this is 5.75, we give you the 5.75 and additional 75% of it. That's how I went from 50 to 55, right? It's a 2-year gap, right? So that's why we repeated 62, 69, and then now, well, 4,900 at 60. And then her income increase because it grows every year, right? At 5.72. So the longer you don't touch it, the more money you get. But here, she still gets the money. She's withdrawing the money right now. So what happens if she doesn't touch her money to 65? Again, 0%, if, right? Assuming that's 0, then same thing, right? But with the current rate, 5.72, boom, she doesn't touch your 65, she makes more, right? 9,000 at 65 versus 6,000. So the extra $3,000. 65, 6,800, and then here, 9,100.
91, that's the fixed rate of 5.72%.
Right, but then that's because it's the month of January. So it's always good to call into the company to ask them, hey, what strategy is the best right now? And then they'll let you know what strategy is the best.
Okay.
Because it all depends when they report, right? Because when they do the year to year or the 2 year to 2 years, is based on the month, right? So sometimes, so for example, you guys watch the movie Trading Places by any chance?
It's been a while since I watched it, but
yeah. You know how they were like sell, and buy the coin, right? So coin is cheapest in January, right? So in January, it might be the cheapest to do the multi 1 year, right? But if we did in March, then this might be the best strategy, right? So that's why they give us 1, 2, 3, 8 different strategies throughout the year. What depending on what month it is, go with this plan, go with that plan, for the month, right? So the good news is we have a back office. They'll do that for us and for our clients. You just have to call and say, what's the best strategy? And then boom, they'll tell you, hey, do 50-50. Everybody's doing 50-50, or hey, just gamble, right? So let's just do it. Let's gamble and let's just try to do 50-50 here and then see what it looks like. So you can sit there all day and do that, right? I'll play around 50-50 or 100% in one market, or faster, just get them a call, right? So here we did 50-50 with 2 different markets and see what comes out. Yeah, 3.74, right? So it's lower. So that's why we have a company resource. Use the company resource and they'll tell you what's the best way to go. 100% with S&P 500. Oh, that's fixed rate, right? So let's say we do 100% with the S&P 500. That's the stock market, right? 2%, right? So sometimes stock market's not good, especially in January. Like everything's down now, right? So yeah, let's not do that.
Right.
So let's see. I'm curious, what's the fixed rate? I think fixed rate is maybe 3%. 1.4.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.4, right? So yeah, 1.4, right? So that's why it's always good, guys and gals, when you guys watching this video, is don't guess, don't have any bias, right? Just give the company a call. They'll let you know who has the best rates right now, and just use it. right? And then that's how you can sleep with a clear conscience, right? Otherwise, you're putting people money at
Yeah.
risk.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, 4.45. So the other way was still the best. So, and the good news is, in your situation, the one that we're doing today, we just lock it in until you're 45. Once you're 45, we can transfer it to Athene, right? Because Athene right now, in the 14, 15 years, Jasmine, there might be a different company that might be better, right? So that's the leverage and that's the power of when you're using a broker. We really don't care what company you go through, right? Like if you want to buy like a term insurance, for example, right? 1982, let's say, like term insurance is good for like to protect the house, that kind of deal, right? Because you're only gonna have the house for 20 years, 30 years, right? So if you want to have the house for 30 years, do with this company, right? Columbus, $102 a month for 750. But if you have a 20-year mortgage, then do it with this company. John Hancock, $69 a month for 20 years, right? So we have no allegiance to any one company, right? Our allegiance and our fiduciary responsibility to you to make sure you get the best protection rate. And all the companies been vetted, right? A plus rated company, A plus rated company. We want to work with a company that's A or A plus or more, right? So